How did the business start?
Well, Howard was an analytical chemist and I was a teacher, but he always wanted to be his own boss. And my brother-in-law, he worked for Bainbridge Silencers, and they talked and decided that maybe we could set up a business selling motor accessories, because in the 60s cars were so basic. Mostly men serviced their own cars. The metal was always going rusty, so we sold a lot of filler paste, and the accessories, that the men treated their cars like children. They'd come in and say, she needs a new silencer. So we opened the first shop.
Describe the early days.
Well, the hardest days, the first year, my parents were retiring, so they ran the first shop. And then we decided it was doing well, so we opened other shops. And Howard left his job and ran the second shop, which was a big one. And he worked 6.5 days a week. And that was hard, because he'd go out at 7, he'd come home at 7, then he'd have his evening meal, and then he'd do some paperwork. And we had 2 boys, 2 young boys. So I was mum and dad to those 2 boys for 5 years, and that was tough.
If you could do it all again, what would you change?
I don't honestly think I'd change anything, because it just proves that hard work works.
Did you ever consider doing anything else?
Well, we always thought that if the business failed, I could go back to teaching and Howard could go back to lab work.
What was it like working with family?
It was very good, actually, because they all got on well. They all had the same aim, to make the business work well. They all started at the bottom when they came in. David and Peter did a lot of the driving. Geoffrey was stuck in a poky little office doing paperwork. And it was good. And if they had a problem, they would discuss it. They didn't argue.
What has changed the most during the 52 years that Auto Marine Cables has been around?
Technology. Peter only told me last night, the first computer we had was the only year that the company made a loss, because we really didn't know how to use it.
How did you meet Howard?
I was at a pickup at the Palais Dance in Bolton.
If you could give any advice to your son and current MD of the business, Peter, what would it be?
Well, I would say carry on doing what you're doing, which is looking after your customers, because without customers' satisfaction you've no business. Looking after your staff, because without good staff you've no business. And you're doing a good job.